Hello there, All My Hobbies channel here again. We've got another box of magic to open for you. Before we do that though, I'd like to take the time to thank my newest subscriber, uh, the newest hobby homie. There it is, hobby homie. The newest hobby homie, Bob. Thanks a lot, appreciate it. Thanks for joining the hobby homie clan. Anyways, we've got another box for you. We're going to open, it is the Guilds of Ravnica box. Let me grab that for you and we can get started. Ta-da! We are back. Here it is, box. Guild Ravnica, still in the plastic. You ready to go? Tear it open. Let's see what kind of goodies we get. Pull out the bag. Put this box to the side. See what we get here. There we go. Status and statue. Gruesome Menagerie. Choose a creature card with converted mana cost 1 in your graveyard. Let's see if we can read here. Then do the same for creature cards with converted mana cost 2 and 3. Return those cards to the battlefield. Alright. Sure Strike. We got about 100 of those. Let's see if we can see here. Narcomoeba flying. Narcomoeba is put into your graveyard from your library. You may put it onto the battlefield. Come on. Another Sure Strike. Yay. We got about half of this pack. Niv-Mizzet Perrin. The spell can't be countered flying whenever you draw a card. Niv-Mizzet Perrin deals 1 damage to any target. Whenever a player casts an instant or sorcery spell, you draw a card. There's a little hologram. It's going to be one of those days, it looks like. Devious Cover-Up. Sky Knight Legionnaire. Join Shields. Crawl Swarm. Hatchery Spider. Reach. When you cast a spell, reveal the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. You may put a green permanent card with converted mana cost X or less from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Ooh, thank you. Open nice and easy for me. Iron Shell Beetle. Looks pretty cool. Another Garrison Sergeant. Venerated Loxodon. Elephant Cleric. Convoke. Your creatures can help cast the spell. Each creature you tap while casting the spell pays for 1 or more mana of that creature's color. When Venerated Loxodon enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature that convoked it. Let's see what's next. Radical Idea. Ornery Goblin. Another Beetle. Swath Cutter Giant. Nullhide Ferox. Hexproof. You can't cast non-creature spells. 2 mana. Nullhide Ferox loses all abilities till end of turn. Any player may activate this ability. That's interesting. If a spell or ability an opponent controls causes you to discard Nullhide Ferox, put it into the battlefield instead of putting it into your graveyard. Another locket. Experimental Frenzy enchantment. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may play the top card of your library. You can't play cards from your hand. Destroy. Severed Strands. Hypothesizzle. Hypothesizzle. Interesting. I like the name of that. Erratic Cyclops. Trample. Whenever you cast an instant sorcery spell, Erratic Cyclops get +X/+0 until end of turn, where X is that spell's converted mana cost. Well, that's interesting. There you go. Moving up. Lovely. Oh, come on. Everybody laugh now. Never happened. Spinal Centipede. Direct Current. Molder Hulk. Dawn of Hope. Whenever you gain life, you may pay 2. If you do, draw a card. Create a 1/1 white soldier creature token with lifelink. Boros Guildgate in the hologram. Pretty cool. Prey Upon. Trostani Discordant. Other creatures you control gain +1/+1. When Trostani Discordant enters the battlefield, create 2 1/1 white soldier creature tokens with lifelink. At the beginning of your end step, each player gains control of all creatures they own. Rubber Belt Boar. Never happened again. Barrier of Bones. Flower and Flourish. Mausoleum Secrets. Search your library for a black card with converted mana cost less than or equal to the number of creature cards in your graveyard. Reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle your library. Leapfrog. Goblin Locksmith, that's cool. I like that. Burglar Rat. Azoni Thousand-Eyed. When Azoni Thousand-Eyed enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 black and green insect creature token for each creature card in your graveyard. Sacrifice from the creature, you gain 1 life and draw a card. Unexplained Disappearance. Mood Mark Painter. Pax Favor. Candlelight Vigil. Temple Garden. I don't know what anything's worth in this study. Got a ton of the common commons from Guilds of Ravnica. Try to build a set. Another Locksmith. Hypothesizzle. Sounds like some gangster. Charnel Troll. Trample. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile a creature card from your graveyard. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Charnel Troll. Otherwise, sacrifice it. Discard a creature card, put a +1/+1 counter on the troll. Another little hologram. Fire Urchin. Maximize Altitude. Urban Utopia. Siege Worm. Goblin Electromancer. Affectionate Interest. That's funny looking. Midnight Reaper. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, Midnight Reaper deals 1 damage to you and you draw a card. Wall of Mist, Mood Mark Painter, Capture Sphere, Sonic Assault, Legion Guildmage, Runaway Steamkin, Creature Elemental. Whenever you cast a red spell, Runaway Steamkin has fewer than 3 +1/+1 counters on it. Put a +1/+1 counter. Remove 3 +1/+1 counters and add 3 red mana. Hunted Witness, Spinal Centipede, Dead Weight, Direct Current, Steam Vents, Saland, Hologram, another Frog, Burglar Rat, Siege Worm, Lava Coil, Drown Secrets. Whenever you cast a blue spell, target player puts the top 2 cards of their library into their graveyard. Hunted Witness, Child of Night, Urban Utopia, Fresh Face Recruit, Overgrown Tomb, go. I was going good there for a while. Rubble Belt Boar, Passwall Adept, Spinal Centipede, Gateway Plaza, Deadweight, Rock Charger, Ionize. Counter target spell. Ionize deal 2 damage to that spell's controller. Oh, there you go. Venerated Loxodon. Rare hologram. Cool. I'll take it. Wall of Mist. Guild Shade. Watcher in the Mist. District Guide. Chill. Response and Resurgence. Response deals 5 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. Creatures you control gain first strike and vigilance until end of turn after the main phase. After this main phase, there is an additional combat phase followed by an additional main phase. Interesting. That looks pretty cool. Another frog. Deadweight. Direct Current. Gateway Plaza. Legion Warboss. Mentor. Whenever this creature attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature with lesser power. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create a +1/+1 red goblin creature token. That token gains haste until end of turn and attacks this combat if able. Generous Stray. Hired Prisoner, Hypothesis. Camaradary. You gain X life and draw X cards, where X is the number of creatures you control. Creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. I should probably start doing the math on that and figure out what I'm getting. Maybe I'll start that next video. Piss and Piss Cyclops. Devious Cover-Up. Book Devourer. Ritual of Soot. Destroy all creatures with converted mana cost 3 or less. Interesting. Unexplained Disappearance. Wall of Mist, Never Happened. Murmuring Mystic. Chance for Glory. Creatures you control gain indestructible. Take an extra turn after this one. At the beginning of that turn's end step, you lose the game. At the beginning of that turn's end step, you control gain indestructible. Take an extra turn after this one. At the beginning of that turn's what about that? Overgrown Tomb. Rare. Hologram. Right. Wishcoin Crab. Card the Culprit. Never Happened. Piss and Piss Cyclops. Hammer Dropper. Integrity Intervention. Price of Fame. Silent Dart. Blood Operative. Blood Operative in the battlefield. You may get a target from the graveyard. If Blood Operative is in your graveyard, you may pay 3 life. If you do, return one. Huh. Fire Urchin, Crushing Canopy, Gateway Posit, Dead Weight, Beacon Bolt, Creeping Chill, Underrealm Lich, Creature, Zombie Elf Shaman. If you would draw a card, instead look at the top 3 cards of your library, then put 1 into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. Pay 4 life. Underrealm Lich gains indestructible until end of turn. Tap it. You've strayed, Overworlder. Conclave Guildmage. Shiny. Barrier Bones. Our Prisoner. Sunk Assault. Command the Storm. Mystic Vapors. Pelt Collector. Whenever another creature you control enters the battlefield or dies, if that creature's power is greater than Pelt Collector's, put a +1/+1 counter on Pelt Collector. As long as Pelt Collector has 3 or more +1/+1 counters on it, it has Trample. Dazzling Lights, Fire Urchin, Disdainful Smoke, Barrier Bones, Vicious Rumors, Whispering Snitch, Omnispell Adept, Creature, Human Wizard. You may cast an instant or sorcery card from your hand without paying its mana cost. Radical Idea, Burglar Rat. Assassin's Trophy. Destroy target permanent an opponent controls. Its controller may search their library for a basic land card, put it into the battlefield, then shuffle their library. There it is. Still fighting with me. Lava Coil, Discovery and Dispersal, Thief of Sanity. Flying, whenever Thief of Sanity deals combat damage to a player, look at the top 3 cards of that player's library, exile 1 of them face down, then put the rest into their graveyard. For as long as that card remains exiled, you may look at it, you may cast it, you may spend mana as though it were mana of any type to cast that spell. A lot of words there. Rubber Belt Boarville Shade. Command the Storm. Tajic Legion's Edge. Haste, Mentor. Whenever this creature attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature with lesser power. Prevent all non-combat damage that would be dealt to other creatures you control. Tajic Legion's Edge gains first strike until end of turn. Oh, another frog. Another Locksmith. Dowser of Lights. Gateway Plaza. Another worm. Silent Dart. Arclight Phoenix. Flying Haste. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you've cast 3 or more instant and sorcery spells this turn, return Arclight and Phoenix from your graveyard to the battlefield. Sunstorms never blow over. Hologram Centipede. Woohoo. Unexplained disappearance. Radical idea. Watcher in the mist. It's kind of cool looking. Deafening Clarion. Choose one or both. The Deafening Clarion deals 3 damage to each creature. Creatures you control gain lifelink until end of turn. Commander, what's the signal to attack? You'll know. Last 2 packs. Oh, I'm gonna struggle with it. We're really gonna struggle with it. Still struggling. There it is. Child of Night. Luminous Bonds. Candlelight Vigil. Fresh-faced Recruit. Errata the Silencer, legendary creature, vampire assassin. Errata the Silencer can't be blocked. Whenever Errata deals combat damage to a player, exile target creature that player controls and put a hit counter on that card. That player loses the game if they own 3 or more exiled cards with hit counters on them. Errata's owner shuffles Errata into their library. Last one. Another Goblin Locksmith. Unexplained Disappearance, Burglar, Rat, Siege Worm, Ocean Rain, Street Riot, Guild Mage's Forum, it's a land. Alright. This is all the goodies. Gruesome Menagerie, Guild Mage's Forum, Errata the Silencer, Deafening Clarion, Arclight Phoenix, Tajik, Legion's Edge, Thief of Sanity, Assassin's Trophy, Omnispell Adept, Pelt Collector, Underrealm Lich, Blood Operative, Overgrown Tomb. It's got some blingage on it. Chance for Glory, Ritual of Soot, Camaraderie, maybe that's what that is. Legion Warboss, Response and Resurgence, Venerated Loxodon, or some more goodies on there. Ionize, Overgrown Tomb, Drowned Secrets, Steam Vents, Runaway Steamkin, Midnight Reaper, Charnel Troll, Temple Garden, Izani Thousandide, Mausoleum Secrets, Trostani Discordant, Dawn of Hope, Erratic Cyclops, Experimental Frenzy, Nullhide Feryx, Venerated Loxodon, Hatchery Spider, Niv Mizzet Perrin, and Narcomoeba. I'll get that right one of these days. And that's what we got here. Like I said, next video I'll probably actually break down some prices and figure out how far ahead or how far behind I ended up. Once again, thanks for watching. Shout out to the newest hobby homie, Bob. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. And if you liked what you saw, like, subscribe, comment. If you didn't, don't. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. See you next time.